Hello and welcome to PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale History, where today we're looking at our very last stage. We've looked at all the other 15, so now it makes sense to visit the place where Parappa and Killzone collide, Dojo. As mentioned way back in Parappa's video, the first stage of the first Parappa game was a dojo where Parappa learnt karate skills from Chop Chop Master Onion. The stage was set in the Fruits Dojo, where Master Onion trained his disciples. In the cutscene prior to the stage proper, there is a brief introduction to the dojo and the Master, where we see an external shot of the dojo, which then pans inside as the doors open to find Master Onion sitting meditating.
Welcome to the Fruits Dojo.
This was recreated in PlayStation All-Stars, where we zoom into the dojo in the same way to see Master Onion meditating.
Welcome.
The dojo in PlayStation All-Stars is largely the same as it was in Parappa. It was basically a single room, styled like a traditional Japanese room with folding screens and tatami mats, with signs in the back showing an onion and a knife saying Chop Chop. Because Chop Chop Master Onion, obviously. There's also a Japanese scroll on the right wall and, for some reason, a moose head. The PlayStation All-Stars version is the same, but it seems to be a little larger, possibly to give fighters a larger space to move around in, but the features are all the same. The signs are still visible behind Master Onion, including the Japanese scroll, and the moose head is still inexplicably there too. Master Onion himself was the teacher for Parappa in Stage 1, and his entire purpose was to give Parappa karate directions that he needed to follow. These directions were relatively simple to ease players into the game, and were often single word phrases like kick or jump, and as the stage progressed he would increase the number of directions, although the maximum a single phrase ever reached was 3. He also appears in Dojo, still acting as if he's in a rhythm game, teaching people how to rap and fight at the same time. Of course, characters in All-Stars seem less interested in this, and so he has a tendency to get annoyed.
Nevertheless, you get a lesson from teacher. Now kick! You get a lesson from teacher. Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. Come on now, why don't you follow my words? Come on now, why don't you follow my words?
Behind Parappa and Master Onion in the original stage, you could see a line of onion-headed children who would punch in time to the beat. They didn't really serve much purpose beyond background decoration, however, but in Parappa 2 they appeared as part of a bonus game where you had to perform specific inputs to break boards they presented to you. Here they were referred to as Kotamanegi, which is literally onion children in Japanese. The Onion Kids appear in Dojo as well, where they serve a similar purpose to the first game, background decorations that punch at regular intervals. However, they seem less inclined to follow Master Onion's directions and instead seem to just punch at random. In Parappa the Rapper you could do more than just follow the directions on screen. If you were skilled enough, you could even get a little bit of freestyling in. Okay, you were limited to phrases from that stage, but you could get creative with your responses to teachers and could ultimately enter Cool Mode. In Cool Mode, you were given free rein to rap as much as you liked using the limited phrases you had access to. During this, your instructor would leave somehow and let you get on with it. In Stage 1, Chopped Out Master Onion would perform flying kicks on the walls of the dojo and disappear. It would also grow huge and stand far off in the distance next to a sunset.
Parappa, I'm so proud of you.
When the mashup happens in Dojo, it acts like Cool Mode from Parappa. Master Onion performs flying kicks on the dojo walls and reveals Parappa Town in the background before disappearing. He then later reappears as the timer ticks to 0 in order to karate chop the mashup. Before we get to the mashup, we can't ignore Parappa Town itself. Each of the buildings behind the destroyed dojo is taken from somewhere in the Parappa series. Let's run through where they all came from. On the very left there is a flea market, which was the setting for stage 3 of the first game, where you performed reggae style toasting with a Rasta frog named Prince Flea Swallow.
Money, money, money is all you need.
You could sometimes see Prince Flea Swallow peering over the fence. The U-Drive building appears to be a reference to stage 2 of the game, where Parappa learned how to drive from Inspector Mussolini. Although the building itself didn't appear in that stage, the name of the company did appear on top of the car you spent the whole stage in.
Step on the gas.
A more direct reference can also be seen in the form of Mussolini herself driving around Parappa Town. The hot gas station that we see next was the setting for stage 5 of the first game. In this stage, Parappa urgently needed to go to the toilet and had to rap to go to the front of the line of the gas station. Never let it be said that Parappa was a serious game.
Ah, this is life.
Next, that is the Chunky Burger, which is the setting for stage 1 of the second game.
That's right. I'm in the house.
In this stage, Parappa aided a master burger chef's ghost in making the best burgers in town after the burger joint's food was all replaced with an endless sea of noodles. No, it doesn't make more sense in context.
Alright, I'm off to a good start.
Finally, the giant cake building appears to be a reference to stage 4 of the first game, where Parappa learnt how to cook through a cooking show run by a chicken, which made the references to cracking eggs into a bowl somewhat disturbing.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
So there we go, the Parappa stage. Now let's examine that music.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. It's sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick,
Kick,
punch,
punch,
chop,
chop,
block.
block,
Once more now, kick,
kick,
punch,
punch,
chop,
chop,
and block.
block,
Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. We're gonna move down to the next jockey. Now duck,
duck,
jump,
jump,
turn,
turn,
pause. Listen carefully, jump,
jump,
pause,
hold,
duck,
duck,
and turn.
turn,
Yeah, I see you're getting better. Kick to the limit in order to get her. Now kick, punch,
kick, punch,
chop, block,
chop, block,
chop, kick,
chop, kick,
punch, block.
punch, block,
Gonna get harder now, duck and jump,
duck, jump,
turn and pause,
turn, pose,
duck and turn,
duck, turn,
jump and pause.
jump, pose,
Come on now, why don't you follow my words, because we're almost done. I'll make it easier first. I wanna see if you wanna see what it means to be the man with a master plan. Are you the man now? Here we go now, kick, punch, block,
kick, punch, block,
chop, kick, block,
chop, kick, block,
block, turn and kick it,
block, kick, turn,
block, duck, punch,
block, duck, punch,
duck, duck, turn,
duck, duck, turn,
jump, kick, chop,
chop, kick, chop, chop,
and punch, punch, punch.
punch, 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 punch.
That's it for today.
Killzone 3, one mission late in the game, saw you facing off against one of the Hellgas' deadliest machines yet, the Mauler. The Mauler was a huge walking battle tank armed to the teeth with various weapons. It was a gigantic fortress on legs that stomped its way across battlefields capable of massive devastation. The Mauler came equipped with a mounted arc cannon similar to the arc towers seen in Invasion, missile launchers, mortar launchers, machine gun turrets, and of course its own large weight could crush ground troops with ease. It was also heavily armoured on all sides, and guess what? You had to take down this single-handedly in a lengthy boss battle. Of course, the Mauler did have its weak spots. Using the Wasp launcher used in All Stars as Relics level 1, you had to target the Mauler's cooling vents and power sources after it fired off certain weapons, which caused the machine to overheat and eventually deactivate. But this was not an easy task and took quite a while to do. The Mauler turns up in Parappa Town in Dojo, where it stomps about and shoots missiles at the poor citizens of the quirky little town. It will also fire missiles at the stage itself, periodically marked by a large target on the floor of the dojo. It also looks notably out of place in the cartoony surroundings. Also, it's taken down much easier in PlayStation All-Stars, as eventually Chop Chop Master Onion appears and takes it down using Godzilla-sized karate. But Killzone also featured other mechanical monstrosities used as weapons by the Hellghast. At various points in the series, you could encounter unmanned drones of various types. The first was the Attack, which was fought a couple of times in Killzone 2. The second was a tactician drone, which could be found in the Stahl Arms factory, also in Killzone 2. These were very similar drones that flew around and fired machine guns at their targets, which were usually you and your squad. They were speedy little things that dodged around a lot and took a while to take down with conventional weapons, although explosive weapons and electricity-based weapons were much more effective. A drone appears in Dojo as well and can usually be seen floating around in the background. However, it seems to pose no threat, as it's mostly been seen chased around by Master Onion. Basically, the Hellghast is seemingly no match for this aging karate master. And with that, let's take a look at the music. And that's it. That's it for today. That is all the characters, and all of the stages. So I will see you soon with the items video. Stay tuned.